Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's February 5th, Tuesday. Another big volatile day. Big range, big volatility. Now let's get into it. Big gap down. Ivy was pumping this morning, like 45% or so near the money. Yeah, yesterday we started to jump into this liquidity down here. This is Eric's chart. He's SPY day trading on YouTube. This is 30-minute. Today we just sold off, completed this inverse cup. Started to build a bunch of liquidity here today for a handle. We'll see if it comes up and retests, then to grab it. Probably not for this week though. Tomorrow's Friday. But who knows? Maybe it will happen. Sell. There's the next cup close down here. 671. On the 1 minute. Here we are. So IVY was so high, I was almost like, I'm gonna trade today. It's just too high. Of course I did, but it made me wait a while for it to come down, and just for what I thought were more obvious setups. But anyways, first one I got here was purple. So my order is purple, gray, gold, red, green, white, orange. That's the order that I see them. So purple is first, then I had white for that buying, and then I had this one for, no, was gold next? Yeah, gold might have been next actually. Yeah, gold's next. Well, gray then gold. So gray, gold. This one was, I was not too sure about it, but I liked that it retested it here, and then this resistance right here. Wasn't too confident in that one yet. In the morning, it takes some time for me to get confident in the charting. And then this red one right here. This one I got pretty early, and this one actually I could have traded on. It's just, again, early candles, you gotta just be on it. But this would have been a trade where it's breaking down in the bullish controlled selling, and it's breaking into a more steep selling, which is this green. And I did see break here. I'm like, I could maybe, I guess I already had gold, so that was one reason I didn't want to. This would have been a retracement or a zone of mutual interest still. However, yeah, and the fact that it wasn't, I guess that it was at a high and it was doing this is just a little more strange for me. I don't know. Anyways, sold down in this green pretty nicely. 10 o'clock, we had jobs report. That's that candle. And then I did have gold, but as you know, I wasn't super confident in it. There wasn't a whole lot of price action for me to really confirm it, but I thought it probably is. Anyways, broke it, completed the cup, and then I'm like, all right, well, we've got resistance right here if this is true, and it did. It started to show resistance there. And I'm like, man, this is too small of a structure. I'd like it to build a shoulder and some liquidity here and bounce up to VWAP, to this, retest that, or even this. Yeah, so I didn't take it on this little retest here. And I think I even had gold. Put gold back here too. And it broke it again, and then it retested there, but it was just, yeah. I wanted to wait for a better setup. I was more confident in. So didn't catch any of that, which was fine. IVY was still pumping. Did I have this one? 1042. Okay. I think these are calls. Yep. So on a break of this red selling, which I put in here, it was up here, but it broke through there, and so I dropped another one down there. Break that red selling. It failed. I put another line further up. But yeah, I guess it did complete that little cup right there. The charting when it's a high IV, I feel like I'm just not as accurate. I don't know why. Just, yeah. So got a call there, 1042, 83 cents, stopped out at 44 on this candle. Once it broke the white, I didn't want anything to do with it. That was 83 cents to 77 cents. Next trade was at 1049. I missed the call there. This was on the retest of gold, just like it did here. Nice little head and shoulders. That failed. I didn't have this gold line at that point, just these red ones. So this was a trade for here down to here, basically. That was my goal. So I closed out on this candle. These candles are huge, actually. It doesn't look like big price action, but these are large. 676.37, 677.30. That's a point candle. So a lot of these candles are a whole point. The 1 point stop is just nasty. Nasty sauce. 1049 to 1050 in that put, yeah. So got it here, of course, yeah. 1050. This gold isn't here, and I'm like, all right, another failed break. Maybe what's going on? Maybe it wants to do it again. This was already a huge move up. That was 113 to 95. Next trade was a put at 1058. Got out of it in the same minute. Big one. Yeah, this dumb candle. Close down below gold. I open up probably somewhere around here. This thing just rips up. 675. The volatility this morning is crazy. This is 2 points. This is almost 2 points right here. Ugh. Yep. Again, yeah. That was 132 to 109. So yeah, that was about max loss for me on the day. I was like, oh my goodness. 1108 to 1109. Right here. So it did break it. Not too sure. This was on the retrace maybe of green. I don't know. I don't know what I was quite thinking on that one. I was just late. Maybe it's kind of a chase. I think I had another one. Oh yeah, I had this blue in here maybe. Yeah, I just started charting other stuff to see like maybe there's less aggressive. Meanwhile, I was actually just selling, I think, in this less aggressive gold. That's kind of what I came to the conclusion of. It broke it, but it wasn't selling aggressively. It's selling very, very, very bullish selling here. Yeah, so that one, which one is that? 1108 to 1109, 127, 125. Very small loss in that one at least. Yeah, took it on that one. I think that's my charted gold. I'm like, dang it. Right around, big bounce. Next one, 1137, a call, or sorry, 1134 to 1137. Thought about getting it there, but I'm like, yeah, after this morning, I need to be very careful. I was hanging around max loss. I say, or yeah. I moved him. What was there before? I'm trying to leave him, but it just becomes such a mess. It's nice for reviewing the video later, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I think breaking this. I was so late on it though. Hold on. What is going on there? Yeah, 1134 to 1137. I don't know. I can't tell from what I was drawing here. I got out of it here though. There was some other channel that I drew that maybe it was this gold at that point. Could have been. Yeah, it could have been that. I really don't know. Yep. So that was 1134 to 1137, 107, $1.07 to 96 cents. Next one was 1150 to 53. Falls again. Right here. This one was actually green, I think. First green trade. Yeah, $1.03 to $1.14. I just was trying to get out of it quick. I did have this white at that point, which, yeah, but I had it here. So that's why I jumped out right there. This was, I was hoping to just keep rallying up, but of course not. Just big, massive wedge here. Next trade was a break even, 1231 to 1232 on puts. Rallied up. Didn't complete the cup. This was supposed to be a zombie or a retracement trade. Gold was my top at that point, so I thought I was catching. It was at the beginning of this candle. So it did go green for a little bit, and then some big candles, and I just put a break even. I didn't feel like managing it, so it just stopped me out. And made a nice little head there for this grind down. But that head didn't complete that cup. It did break out of that orange. On that one, I think, yeah, that one was break even. Next one was 1241 to 1242 in calls. Or is that the one I just did? Oh no, this one. Yeah, so it broke my gold here, which I was pretty confident in at that point. It's what I drew from down here. What was controlling that selling down there. This big green candle broke it with some volume. I got on this on the retrace. My risks, I think, was this white. Close it out the next minute, so it's $6 to 95. Next one was 152 to 154. Let's all the way down at the very bottom. That's because it broke the white. I considered it, you know, yeah. I saw this little head and shoulder here, but it's like, it's just inside wedge head and shoulder, which are sketchy. You don't know how far it's gonna go. Anyways, it broke the white here. I got in there. What did I say? 52 to 54, which was like a break even. 84 cents to 83 cents. Here, yeah. And then I was just like, a bit perplexed. Nice little head and shoulder here, but again, inside this huge wedge, which I'm not even really sure where it is. Yeah, we'll have to check out Eric's. Last trade was 334 to 335 on puts or calls. Right here. Did I move this? I'm confused. Oh, I didn't move that. Why was I getting a call there? I think failed continuation, or like it broke out of the most aggressive selling. Oh yeah, little inverse head and shoulder. I thought I was gonna go back up to VWAP. I guess there was no. Oh, this line was supposed to be there. Yeah, that's what was supposed to be there. Move that one. I think. Yeah. I thought I was bouncing on that. I drew that from back here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere around here. These supports, this resistance, I think. So, yeah, that work out either. That was 37 cents, 28 cents. So, yeah, a red day, unfortunately. In hindsight now, seeing what trades I should have taken or obvious. This one, of course, is a bit risky. I could have taken that one this morning. Same with this one, a bit risky. Yeah, because it's hard for me to manage my stops on that one. Like, I didn't know where to manage my stops. It could have been this gold, but that's climbing up, which I don't enjoy. Once I had this gold drawn, there's really not a whole lot of trades, honestly. Like, not many ones I'm comfortable with. Not with what I drew here today. Yeah, I don't know if I'm seeing any. Like this one, end of day, just as far as the head and shoulder structure, it's nice, but yeah, a rejection on orange, but struggling, man. Let's see what Eric drew today. I think he was gone most of the day. He drew stuff in the morning. So looks like, yeah, so my gold actually lined up kind of with his gold. And magenta there. Didn't really have that one. That's a nice one right there. That's my red. Yeah. Yeah, that's this one right here, the red one. Resistance, breaking it. So this one, yeah, this one I consider, because I'm like, it's finding this as support, but where's my stop on there? I didn't know how to negotiate that stop, but I did consider long here just after it broke that, and it's in the middle of the wedge still. It's like, it's trash. It is trash. Garbage. I guess that's why Eric left. No, probably not. Not a lot to get from this. Tough day. Oh well. Come back tomorrow. Hopefully Ivy comes down a bit. Not too pleased on that. Max red day. Went a little over. I was down negative. I was down 60, and then I took that last trade. I was dancing around like negative 48, negative 49. I was like, oh, I gotta be very careful the next trade. It's gotta be a little green one. And yeah, went a little past max loss. I guess it makes sense. In the 30-minute, we're kind of in a no man's land area. We broke the steep green buying or selling. And then we just have a lot of room. We have a gap up here to fill. We've got the moving averages way up here. We've got a lot of area. It can just kind of grind all the way over. You know, we're at the bottom here. So yeah, I guess there wasn't anything going on in the 30-minute, which makes sense. So I just made a big choppy range. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Monday, 6th round. We'll see you tomorrow.